A lot of photographers would want you to believe that you need a really expensive camera to enjoy photography. Truth is, that isn't true. Am I saying then that one of these is going to take pictures as good as a Leica, a Nikon, a Canon, a Sony? No, of course I'm not. That's ridiculous. Why would you think that? I'm not saying that a phone is going to take pictures as good as one of those cameras, an expensive camera. What I'm saying is you can still enjoy photography. Photography is about taking pictures, it's about learning how to do it, it's about composition, it's about lighting, and you can still enjoy all those things if you've only got your phone with you. The pictures aren't going to be as good as having a prime lens on a Leica. Of course they're not. It would make no sense. Nobody would buy Leicas and Nikons and Canons and Sonys if you could get the same results with one of these. But you can still enjoy the journey. You can still enjoy going out. And if you don't want to take a big camera with you because you're traveling or you're just on a day out or whatever, you can still have fun. You can still take some nice pictures. You can still get an awful lot out of photography. Last summer, I just had this with me, and you know what? I took some pictures, and yeah, some of these pictures, I wished I'd have had a better camera with me because I know they merited, you know, a better quality image, but didn't have it with me. Still enjoyed my photography. That's the thing. So, you know, if all you have is an iPhone with you, use your noggin. Still enjoy your photography and enjoy the kind of aspect of looking for those pictures, identifying them, and using what you've got with you to capture them. Here's a few pictures I took on that London trip. If you like them, give us a like. You know, if you didn't, sorry, this video's not for you. But hey, look, enjoying photography, that's the most important thing. I mean, I know a lot of people really enjoy cameras and really enjoy looking at new kit. Got nothing against that. If that's your thing, hey, fill your boots. But for me, I'm just pure and simple about the photography. And that means whatever you've got with you to take the pictures, use it. Enjoy the photography. I hope you enjoy these pictures. So it's a beautiful summer's day, and myself and the entire population of London have come to Greenwich. This is the observatory, and you know, Greenwich, the home of time, the meridian line, GMT. That line is exactly 0 on Greenwich Mean Time, the time that the world sets its watch on. So I'm here hunting around to see if I can do any street photography and see what I can see. There's the City of London behind. Hang on, stop the video, rewind. I'm going back to that city view there with the railings, and I love all the tourists all crowded in looking at that city scene, and so what you've got is you know, the city in the background, which we all know is a hubbub of people all crammed together, and they've escaped over here for a day out, and guess what, they're all crammed together. It's quite nice, isn't it? I like that picture. That is the Royal Observatory, and that's the clock. That's the Shepherd Gate clock, installed in 1852. This is the first public clock that showed 24 hours a day Greenwich Mean Time to the world. The clock that all other clocks were set on. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Let's see if I can grab a little picture of somebody by it. Now, I was really pleased with this picture. I waited quite a long time for somebody to stand in front of the clock, and lots of people do that, to have the picture taken in front of the clock, but I wanted two people interacting somehow, and I assumed it was going to be two people at the front, maybe two separate people having their pictures taken and maybe a glance, but it ended up with the woman on the left look through the railings, kind of looking back to us, taking pictures of the clock, and that interaction between her and the subject, really like that one. But I'm actually going to go actually into the observatory. So I've come inside, find some steps which are just in the corner of the shop. Not very easy to find, but I'm going to wind my way up here because I want to have a look actually in the observatory itself. Where am I going? Here. Follow it round. Oh, there's somebody, and we should be finding in a minute the Great Equatorial Telescope, installed in 1893, the largest one in the UK. Oh, look at that! That's a big piece of equipment. Oh, I like that. I like the colours up there. They've sort of bunged loads of blue up there. And here's the thing, I spent about 20 minutes waiting in here for somebody to stand in the right place to make the right picture, and it never happened. Never really got a good picture. So I've come away from the observatory now. I'm down here. I think is this called the Queen's House? I think. I'm looking for pictures and what's around me. I think the city's behind. I haven't quite got the lighting conditions, a bit overcast, so maybe go inside the property. And as if by magic, here I am inside. And look at that floor. Isn't that fantastic? And the gallery. That'll make a nice picture. I want to watch the exposure in here. But of course I can alter exposure on an iPhone. That's not a problem. This floor though, stunning. I think it'll look nice with somebody walking across it, but for that I probably don't need to be here. I need to be on the first floor. So magically I'm suddenly on the first floor with the power of editing. Here we go. Let's have a look from up here. Oh, that's a nice picture of them looking through the window. Look, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I'm happy with that one. I've exposed for outside, so they've gone silhouette. And I'm shooting black and white, but here's my dilemma right here. I'm shooting black and white, but I can't help doing one in colour. Which is best? I don't know. Colour or black and white? I just can't decide. Get some shots of somebody just walking across that floor. Be careful with the cropping. That'll be quite a nice picture. Like I said, these would be much nicer pictures if I'd got a quality camera with me, but I haven't, so I'm just going to have fun using what I've got. I could have done with a better quality camera because I've had to zoom in. Here's a single person and here's a family walking across. Which one do you prefer? I still wish I'd got a better camera for this one. Definitely needed the quality. The Tulip stairs now. These are the first unsupported stairs in England, copying the Venetian model, and they're called tulip stairs because of those flowers, but it's widely thought that they're not actually tulips. But that's a nice picture with those looking over. That's good. I might need to alter the exposure a little bit. It's a bit bright, but I think if I bring that down and wait for somebody to look over the top, that should be nice. There you go. I've just taken the exposure down on my iPhone. I'm just filming this on the iPhone. That's better, isn't it? And there we go, with two people looking over the top. I'm not sure that actually they look as good as I want. Let's wait till they go and just do the stairs. There we go. Is that better? People on or people off? I don't know. Hey, if I used Fibonacci curve for composition, I'd be laughing on this one, wouldn't I? Okay, so now I'm back at my Uber boat stop, waiting for the Uber boat to take me back down the Thames to the Shard and Westminster. In the distance there's the observatory where we've just been, and after a short little boat trip I'm back in Westminster. There's Big Ben, look. We'll get off here, see if we can grab a couple of pictures just before we go. It's lovely to be in the city, isn't it? And it's great for photography. There's just so much happening. Let's go up here and have a little look. And as I come out, look at that there in front of Big Ben, that statue. That's nice. And there's the boat's going past London Eye. Look, there's my Uber boat that I went to Greenwich on. Let's take a picture of that. There you go, a little London scene, London Eye, boats on the Thames. And I'm going to go back to that statue with Big Ben, and there it is. And I'm shooting black and white, but actually that might look better in colour with that blue sky and all the gold on the Big Ben tower. Well, actually Big Ben's the bell inside, but we all call it Big Ben. Well, here's a few more pictures from around London on the iPhone. And just a reminder of what I'm saying in this video. Am I saying that these are the best pictures I've ever taken? No, I'm not. Am I saying that these pictures are better than if I'd had a mirrorless, a Sony, a Nikon, a Canon with me? A Leica would have taken better pictures, wouldn't they? Of course it would. They're compromised because they don't have my phone. But what I am saying is I had fun. They may not be the best pictures I've ever taken, but it still was great fun taking them, spotting them, looking for the light. So, if photography's your thing and all you've got is your phone with you, go out there, shoot some pictures and have fun, because that is exactly what it's about.